What's up, IDP Army? It's your man, Jordan Rains, 50 Shades of Drunk if you are on Twitter. And it's a late one this week, but I do have your waiver wire targets for week 7, a few of them, as well as some notes on how week 6 went. If you are watching the live stream, be sure to leave any comments or questions. I would love to answer them. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Let's get you guys your waiver wire targets for week 7 IDP fantasy football, and let's get this show rocking. As always, thank you to everyone who is supporting us in the Patreon, everyone who gives us a super chat or a super thanks. That goes directly back into the brand, back into the channel, back into the podcast, back into us. We got a lot of big things cooking on the back burner, so thank you so much. If you have not joined the IDP Army officially by giving us your money, you can do that, okay? For as little as a quarter a day, just during the weekdays, you can join our Patreon, and it would mean a lot to us. So do that if you want to. If not, whatever. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. We're square. So, like I said, today's kind of weird. It's late. I usually have this done Monday morning, like 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's Tuesday night. So I'm going to try to give it to you guys as best I can. First, I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with us. Got some good news. Big Dog Bash, if you guys know, is the NFT project that Nick Ercolano is putting on with his company, Big Dog's Gonna Eat. We, the IDP Army, myself, bought 2 of the NFTs. I got us 2 leagues in there to represent the IDP Army. The first place winner gets 10,000 shares of Nick's company, plus they get all the prestige and all the glory. This is me right here. 11, 6-0, one of only 21 teams that are 6-0 out of a 600-team pool. And this isn't just me. This is us, okay? If you're watching this channel, if you've supported this channel, if you've been here since the beginning, or if you just got here, this is for us, okay? I'm representing the IDP Army, our brand, our community. So, keep rooting for me. I'm doing what I can for us to get IDP more mainstream, to get our brand more mainstream, just continue to grow in the fantasy football space and just as people and as creators. So, wanted to share that with y'all. 6-0. I mean, there's 600 people in there, only 21 teams. That's a pretty solid flex, I think. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty solid flex. All right, so let's just go ahead and I want to go ahead and just pull this out of here real fast. Like I said, guys, this is late in the week. I just started a new job. Normally this is what I do all the time, every day. I set my schedule up a little weird this week, so I'm late, and I apologize for that. We're working on it, okay? I know there's more people here, and there's stuff going on in the background, but we got a lot of moving parts at the IDP Army right now, and it's going to pay off big time. So I'm doing my part. I'm here. I'm going to give you guys what you want. Like I said, there are questions out here. What's up? Finally able to catch you live. Hey, appreciate that. Always love anybody that's been supporting us for a while, catching us live. We love kicking with you guys. I mean, this is what I do. Like, this is my passion. What's up, Anthony? What's up, HS? What's up, Jared? What's up? What's up, in possibilities? What is good, Philip V? All right. So, like I said, I'm gonna try to make this kind of short today. This is by no means an exhaustive list. I will give some shout outs. Go check out anything Bomber's putting out. Put out anything Mace is putting out. Just type in #FFIDP. There's stuff out there. There are other people out there that will pick you up on this week where I feel like I am letting you down. But I'm here and I'm putting in the work. So Logan Wilson had a leg injury. Worried about it? Yes, I'm worried about Logan Wilson in general. Jermaine Pratt, a guy to keep an eye on. If he's on your waiver wire, he's been pretty productive. I would definitely go check him out. Bobby Okereke, leg injury. That's 2 linebackers now that seem to be injured. Are injured. Don't seem to be. They are injured for the Indianapolis Colts. So maybe EJ Speed comes up a little bit. We'll have to see, but that's definitely not good. Bobby Okereke was a top 12 guy last year and one of our favorite sleepers, 135 tackles. So missing him in your IDP lineups is going to hurt. We get some teams back from bye, but we also have some teams going into bye. And some teams that really have some IDP action on them. Buffalo Bills, we got Von Miller, Jordan Poyer, Tremaine Edmonds, and then Matt Milano are all going to be gone this week, including others. Teron Johnson, who had that game-sealing interception. So keeping, you'll be. This is actually an important week to have some depth or be aware of your waiver wire. We also have people coming back. So scour your waiver wire for some of those players on the Lions who were on bye last week and the Raiders who were on bye last week. People may have dropped them just to have more room on their team. Vikings are on bye this week. So no Danielle Hunter, no Zadarius Smith, no Eric Kendricks, no Jordan Hicks, who did play 97% of snaps this week. He was up. It's kind of been in that 85, 80, low 90s. He only missed a couple of snaps this week. Good. He's been a playable guy in IDP. It's always the snaps that we're a little hesitant about, but it looks like his snaps are finally in a place where we can all confidently be happy with his production. We don't have to be scared of it or whatever it may be. And then Harrison Smith came back from his concussion, had a good game this last week, but he'll be out as well. So Rams, no Bobby Wagner, no Aaron Donald, no Taylor Rapp, no Ernest Jones, no Leonard Floyd if you're still playing him. And then Eagles, you're going to be missing a handful of guys, Darius Slay, big play Slay, but the main guys are the pass rushers. We got Hassan Reddick, we got TJ Edwards over there as well. And if you're playing their DTs, Javon Hargrave, great DT, Brandon Graham, well, not really somebody you're probably playing, but you may have slid him in as a third, fourth DL player, just depending on your situation. So again, this is not exhaustive. Normally our notes are a lot better than this. But I did what I could, guys. Myles Garrett had a massive game this last week, which was good. I think he had like 28 points. Somebody I did not put in this was last night. Alex Singleton had 21 tackles for the Denver Broncos. Absolute madness. Who has 21 tackles in a game? Who does that? I mean, there are offenses out there that are barely playing 20 offensive snaps. Alex Singleton had 20 defensive plays, tackles, stops, whatever you want to call them. That's wild. That's what Alex Singleton is, though. That's what he's always been. He's a tackling monster. But this is almost obscene. 21 tackles is like this close to being an obscenity. But good for him. Good for Alex Singleton. Derwin James had a sack I saw. Antoine Winfield, he had another great game this week. I mean, Antoine Winfield, probably my favorite player to kind of brag on a little bit because I was very high on him coming into the season. I think he was my DB4. And he's crushing. I mean, he's absolutely crushing. Give me timeout for 1 second. Is this door? Okay, sorry. That was literally driving me insane. Okay, Julian Love, he was on the thumbnail last week. Big game for him this week. Not a game-sealing interception, but damn close. Thibodeau ended up sealing that game for them. Quincy Williams came back, 14 tackles. If he's on your waiver wire because somebody dropped him because they were all high about Quan Alexander. Quan Alexander's the backup, okay? He has the name, great. He's got the pedigree, great. He's the backup. He had more pub because Quincy was gone. Quincy's back, all right? The Williams brothers are running the Jets right now. So wheels up for both of them. Big Q, monster game. Quickly, I'll just get back on my soapbox because sometimes the soapbox just gets set out for you and you just got to get on it. Apparently, the PFF grades for Quinnen Williams say that he's just okay. I don't think that's a real thing. I think he's actually really fucking good. He had a really fucking great game this last week and they graded him out just okay. I'm not going to give PFF my money anymore. I've paid PFF the last 2 years. I pay them to get their access to their stuff. And I'll tell you why. When I came into the fantasy football space, IDP in particular, I was insecure and unsure about some of my takes and stuff. And I saw smart people, quote unquote, Tom Kissenberry, among others, who use PFF grades like they're actually meaningful. I think I can just stop right there. Like they're actually meaningful. They are an intellectual product that is sold in mass to me, a consumer who's paid like $200 the last 2 years to have it because of my insecurity, and by giant media companies like the NFL. That's what it is. It's a product. That's why it's so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because it is obviously meant to be a certain type of way. They had Albert O coming into the season as the number 4 tight end in the year. Not even fantasy, just 4th best tight end in the NFL. Dude was sat on the bench last night. Didn't play. Kyle Pitts was their number 1. eventually the charade needs to end. So back to Big Q. Dude's a fucking beast, okay? He had a monster game. He went so high in the draft for a reason. He goes out there and basically has like what would be, I mean, what would you call it? Like a signature moment, like a signature win. This is the Jets going forward, getting momentum. He finally hits it and everything's going right. PFF, he's just okay. Move on from PFF. Take your money somewhere else. Dump it into this channel. I'm taking my money out of there. Just saying. All right. Off the soapbox. JPP played over 70 snaps or 70% of snaps, 0 points. That was very unsettling, I guess is the right word. JPP's not the kind of player I would ever expect to get 0 anything, especially when he's playing that many snaps. So I don't know really what to make of that, but I did put that in there. Now, granted, maybe something changed or maybe I was early in the game and I missed that. I'm pretty sure that's still a 0. And I did see that he played like 70% of snaps. So that was very, very odd to me. So, yeah, I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to pull up some of these questions because y'all are in here. I want to talk to y'all. I've already, and again, this is coming out a little late, so I don't know how many people are actually going to be helped by the waiver wires, but hit me on the DMs, hit me on Twitter, hit me on this channel, hit any of us up. Hit us up for the Discord, hit us up for the Twitter. We will help you. We will literally help you hand curate your IDP team because we care, because we want you to win. Okay. All right, so we got a few questions in here, a few comments. Let's hang with the homies. We got IDP Army After Dark, what it is, what it do. Happy to be here. Jared Everless says, Singleton won me my week yesterday. Yeah, and I saw that was a fun, and I tweeted that out during the game. A lot of people were like, this game's lame, blah, blah. I'm like, no, there's a lot happening in this game. A lot happening. Baron Browning, monster game. Didn't he recover his own fumble? Like, I'm pretty sure he caught an interception. Like, that happened. And then he got credited with a fumble. But I'm pretty sure he also recovered his own fumble. I don't know if that actually, I need to vet that. Somebody's actually out there on their phone or whatever. Can you vet that real quick? But they didn't credit it to him. But I tweeted out, I was like, has a player ever caught an interception and recovered a fumble in the same play? I don't know. It was fascinating. Fascinating game on so many levels last night. And Denver lost. I mean, it's kind of easy to forget that and all the muck and mire of what was going on. Denver got fucking embarrassed at home. Ballister, what the hell happened with Greg Grau? He's been a ghost. Yeah, and that's happened. I mean, early in the season, he got his hype. He got me excited. You guys feeling comfortable? Ghost, you're 100% right. Don't start him anymore right now. I took him off some taxi squads. I got real hype. And he's put up like, I think 3 or 4 points each of the last 3 weeks. So he's on my bench now. Still a good player. His snaps have come down a little bit. I don't know if that's maybe they're just playing Von Miller more. I'm not 100% sure. I could look into that a little bit more before the ranking show coming up this later this week. All right, Taylor Rapp has been looking like shit, and he's on a bye anyway. Pick up one of these 3 CBs: James Bradbury, Jack Jones, or Denzel Ward. Maybe go Jack Jones. Yeah. Taylor Rapp has been looking a little weird. He's been playing the snaps though, and again, it's always about the snaps. But you're right. Like eventually, you do need to move on from players. He has not been great. I mean, he didn't look super great. He doesn't look bad, but it's not like the. And I think the thing about Taylor Rapp is we always kind of thought he would take that next step. Like he would become great because he's been good. He was good as a rookie and goodish the next year. It just hasn't like happened the way that we kind of hoped. Yo, Jordan, do you think Kenny Moore is droppable? Yeah, I mean, especially if you have better options out there, adjust. I don't want, the whole. Yeah, it's not fun, but we have to adjust. I mean, we're 6 weeks into this season. If you have better options on your waiver wire, he is a player you can move on from. I had him ranked way high this year. Just a miss. It happens. Billy says, should I pick up McCole Pruitt starting tight end for Atlanta? No. Actually, you probably should. I mean, he's an absolute beast. Probably the best tight end on Atlanta, really, if we're just being honest. All right, everyone hit that like and that subscribe button. Pew, 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 pew. You already know what it is. Share on social media. Let's blow up this channel. Man, I love that attitude. Yes. Do that. Just traded Shaq Leonard as a Colts fan for Josh Allen. I think we talked about this the other day. My LB room is stacked with Roquan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did already talk about this, and you did not fuck up. PFF sucks. I see no lies here. JP, I dropped him like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Oh, that's what you're talking about, Kenny Moore. Speaking of which, listen to this shit, y'all. There's 17, 18, 19 of you in here. One of our only bad review for our podcast is because of the episode I did with Bomber in April about PFF's IDP rankings and how they were dog shit. And somebody who listens to this show, and I've already called them out once, I was like, why would you do this? But they said, I've listened forever. I'm like, great. You never left us a positive review. We said one thing about PFF, which was true. You didn't like it, so you had to slander us. I thought that was funny. I hope PFF's paying y'all. All right, LMA, laughing my ass off. Alberto was benched for a rookie. Yeah, I mean, again, it's just one of these things where it's like, it was never a thing. Cole Kmet was never a thing. Albert O was never a thing. OJ Howard was never a thing. Kyle Pitts, it was never a thing. It hasn't happened yet. Okay? People treat him like they're Travis Kelce. Like they have 75 yards and a touchdown on the regular. They'd be like the best day of most of those guys' lives. Herman Vasquez says, I have Jalen Hurts, Russell Wilson in a 12-team standard league. With Wilson hurt, should I drop him and pick up Garoppolo? Yeah, you should. I wouldn't even bother. I mean, if you're in a 12-team standard league, I wouldn't even roster 2 quarterbacks. You have Jalen Hurts. Just ride, my guy. Ride. Any news on Josie Jewell? I didn't really see anything on him. I kind of scoured the hot sheets before I hopped on here, Twitter. Didn't see a whole lot about his injury coming through. Also, Michael Walker, didn't see much about him. Troy Anderson, a little late in the show to be dropping this, but he is somebody you'll want to keep an eye on as well for your waiver wires because he played 100% snaps with Rashaan Evans this last week. So that could be something, going forward if Michael Walker doesn't come back. What other things did I want to touch on today? Pete Werner is that dude. I mean, Demario Davis is that dude. They called a really crappy call on him on the sideline when he tackled what's his butt out of bounds, Joe Burrow. That was a clean tackle. Burrow slowed up, yeah, but he held onto that ball just a little too long. Ended up with 2 sacks. Go to Mario Davis. He's a stud, but Pete Werner is also, he's a stud. So the Saints are looking good across the middle there going forward. So good on that. Had him ranked pretty high this week, and he's just going to continue to be a play him every week. Go get him. Even he's kind of like this year's Logan Wilson. I feel like took a little while to come around. Now he's there. Cody Barton, we're dropping. Yeah, I mean his snaps were like nothing. I think he played like 42% of snaps or something silly this last week. I mean that's not what you want to have on your bench. That's just a waste of a bench spot. Looking to get Diablo again or another linebacker. Yeah, if somebody dropped Diablo, go get him. I will say Blake Martinez is now on the Raiders, so I did see some people saying pick up Perryman. I saw some people say pick up, watch out for Diablo. Blake Martinez is, even though he's the new guy on that team or whatever, he's still the name brand linebacker. So I would be a little hesitant to just run out there to get Denzel Perryman and puff my chest up and be like, ooh, look at me. You know what I'm saying? Now Diablo, he has, in my mind, it's his job right now. Like he's not just Denzel Perryman. He's like a really, really good, seems like he's a good linebacker. Good. Check PFF. Double check me on PFF. Oh, I just dropped Robert Quinn. He's washed. Yeah, he's washed this year. He'll probably have 20 sacks next year. Robert Quinn is literally a roller coaster. Insane. I have no comments except for Godspeed. Okay, bet my bad sent that shitty service. Yeah. Okay, cool. So it did come through. We already talked about it. Cool. You're good, man. Zaven Collins playing 100% snaps. Get him, play him. You want that. That's what you're looking for. He's on the Cardinals. They suck. You know what I mean? Like, just get him. It's not gonna be, flashy or exciting probably because the Cardinals as a team are not doing well. So even if Zaven Collins starts popping off, it'll be like it won't be that exciting. Like it'll be swept away. So now's a good time to get him on your team while the Cardinals are just in general kind of on the downturn market-wise. And then Baron Browning, beast mode. I mean, he got me thinking last night actually a little bit about edge rushers in the NFL. Because normally, and I say normally, like I don't, you guys know me, I haven't watched football my whole life, like a lot of people. I never played football like a lot of people, but since I started watching football closely around 2015, it seems like your monster defensive ends, okay, your JJ Watts, your Myles Garrett's, those types of guys, like these behemoth edge rushers, are kind of not like going out of style, Calais Campbell, but they're not going out of style, but we're seeing smaller guys. TJ Watt, he's not small, but he's smaller. Okay. Brian Burns, he's not small, but he's smaller. Micah Parsons, not small, but smaller than what your atypical sort of edge rusher would have been 5, 6, 7 years ago. Your Danielle Hunters, your monster guys. And it got me thinking about Baron Browning, played middle linebacker, kind of like Micah Parsons, but now he's being utilized as an edge rusher, and he's not just being that's the thing. These guys aren't just playing edge rusher. They're really freaking good at edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? Like they're getting home, they're getting pressures, they're able to get under, they're dipping under. I don't know if it has to have something to do with the leverage of your body, your center of gravity, but it seems like they're able to just move quicker, even though they might be going a greater distance because they're not as long or rangy. It seems like they're able to just get where they need to go faster. So I'm very bullish on Baron Browning, like in a general sense. Trayvon Walker as well. He's a little bit more built like a traditional guy. Thoughts on Dexter Lawrence? I don't have any real thoughts on him. If I told you I did and tried to sit here, I'd be lying to you. I haven't paid much attention to Dexter Lawrence. I know he's a defensive tackle. I know they took him first round. I know he's been trending up, so that's good. I don't play in a lot of defensive tackle leagues, and the ones I do play in, I don't have him, so I'm not overly aware of him. So maybe that's a good question for Billy or Bomber, if you guys are out there. Infinite Possibility says, I signed JC Jackson to a 4-year contract, but he's playing like shit. Should I hold and let him clog my roster or drop to waiver? I have options. I have AJ Terrell, Jay Owens, and Mike Hilton. Thoughts? I mean, if you've already paid him, I don't know. I don't play in leagues like that, so I don't really know how to reconcile what that means for your team value-wise. So that's tough. Sounds like you have good linebackers, though, or not linebackers, cornerbacks already. I mean, AJ Terrell, Mike Hilton's been a beast in the past. Owens having a really good season. So if you need the money, I mean, I would say do it. But again, I don't know the nuances of playing in a league like that. Unfortunately, not my jam. Keep or drop Ramsey? I don't know. I mean, what are you dropping him for? I mean, that's always the answer. That's always relevant. What's gonna be in his spot? Who? What about JPP? Is he back? Yeah, I mean, he's back as he's playing, but again, it wasn't pretty this last week. I think like I said, he had no points, 0. Don't love that. Alex Singleton. I don't know what emojis those are, but I'm assuming they're good ones. Or unless you played against them, then they're sad ones. I got Brisker on my taxi squad. Starters are Petrie, Bell. I got Richie Grant, Petrie on bye. Rank all 4 from best to worst. Well, your best one's on your taxi squad. Jaquan Brisker is a stud. He's a stud muffin. He needs to get off that taxi squad. Dude's been playing 100% snaps as a rookie, and he's been making a difference. I mean, forget about Derwin James. Forget about Jamal Adams. They're old news, all right? It's a Talanoa Hufanga world, and it's a Jaquan Brisker world, baby, and you're just living in it. So I would say Brisker is number 1. Probably put Bell at 2, then Petrie, then Grant. All right, Ryan Green says, thoughts on Alex Singleton? He had a monster game on waivers. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go run out there and pick him up, do it. Because if he plays, he won't get, well, I won't say that, he probably will. He won't get 21 tackles again, but he will get plenty of tackles. Like, if there's anything, there's death taxes, and Alex Singleton's tackle efficiency is an outlier. Book it. Go get him, Ryan. Everyone who's watching, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend, hide your wife, hide your kids. Thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. Sign up for Underdog Fantasy. Join our Patreon for a quarter a day. There's 5 days in a week. If you're working a weekday, throw us a quarter a day. Join the Patreon. We might do something special around here. All right, is Spillane a pickup with Jack leaving the game? We'll have to watch Jack. Jack had a great game. He had like that game-saving batted pass that Brady was trying to throw to. I think Brady was still in at that point. Might have saved them, might have saved the Steelers that game. So I was kind of impressed with Miles Jack in a real. I was impressed overall with the Steelers overall. Um, I'll get over. I won't get too emotional, but it was a good day for Steelers fans. But Spillane is somebody to keep an eye on, yeah, especially with Devin Bush just in general not always getting all of his snaps. In this situation, I would keep an eye on him. I wouldn't put a waiver priority in on him, but like if I would check my waivers tomorrow for him if he's on your radar already. Frankie Louvu droppable. I don't know. If you drop him, somebody else is going to pick him up, especially if he comes back healthy anytime this season. And then you're just going to be the guy who had Frankie Louvu to start the year. Not anymore. So instead of like cheering for him, you're going to be like grinding your teeth. And that's not going to be fun, Ryan. Grugier Hill and Alex Singleton are available. See, there you go. You're looking over there, little side aisle, and grass always greener when Alex Singleton's playing in the grass. Remember, Frankie Louvu got you here. Would you want to tell Frankie Louvu you dropped him for Alex Singleton if you saw him tonight? Would you? Marco S. Got Anzalone, Logan Wilson, and Barton. Should I drop anyone for Quincy Williams? Yeah, you should drop Cody Barton. You can drop him anyway. Empty bench spot's better than Cody Barton at this point. Hit that like button, y'all. Straight up. Do it. Don't be scared, homie. Someone tell me who that fighter is. Don't be scared, homie. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't read that. Infinite Possibilities. How is your best favorite fantasy team doing? What's the record and who's on your squad? My best team right now, I got a 6-0 team in the Bash. I mean, for real. I mean, let's do it, baby. And it's not even a team I was that confident in when I drafted it. For real, I drafted 2 teams in the Bash, and the other team was the one I thought was good. But just goes to show what I know, But I got a 6-0 team in the Bash. I'm happy. My squad's Tyler Conklin. I got George Kittle at tight end. My running backs are Devin Singletary, David Montgomery. I have Khalil Herbert backing him up. I have Josh Jacobs. Josh Allen's my main quarterback. I have fucking Baker Mayfield and Mitchell Trubisky as my fucking quarterback 2s on this team, guys. It's tough. I don't know how I'm 6-0. No idea. God's watching over us, IDP Army. He's blessing us because I've been playing Mitchell Trubisky, and I don't even think I got a chance to play Baker before he got hurt. I played PJ Walker this week. Dude got 2 points. Okay, still won. Ooh, how's that? Infinite Possibilities. How's that? Got Curtis Samuel on that team too. He fucked me over this week real big. Still won. All right, Jay Kamoa. You remember that? Waiver pickup, Brisker or Duggar. Man, that's tough, okay? Because Duggar's sexy right now, but Brisker's who you're going to want. You want Brisker. Duggar, Bill's weird, I mean, he's making big plays, but he just doesn't stay on the field all the time. Brisker stays on the field all the time, and he makes big plays. Avis Jared says, I've been wanting to get him in my lineup, but my DBs are great. Hello, I got Chin on IR also. Slide up. Yeah, definitely get Brisker in your lineup. Just make it happen. Rugo. What's up, man? Tough loss for your Saints this last week. Heart goes out to you. Thoughts and prayers. But it is what it is. What up, Jay? I had to adjust due to bye weeks. I grabbed Cameron Curl thinking upside versus Green Bay. Thoughts? I like it. As long as guys don't break ranks, he might not have a great game. But I feel like guys might break ranks this week. Aaron Rodgers throw a couple of picks. Wouldn't mind watching that game. So, I like it. Also working the trade market hard on Sunday. Landed Pitt, Team QB, and Claypool. Nice. Claypool had a monster game. Like, where did that come from? Like, what was that about? I mean, I have him on a lot of dynasty teams, so it's like nice, but it's also just like at no point in time would I have ever had him in my lineup. All right. What are your thoughts? This is from Anthony Ballister. Says, what are your thoughts on Woodland? Seattle cornerback, 5 straight picks. He's a rookie too, isn't he? I think pick him up and play him if you want to. I mean, if you got your eye on him, it could be a Stephon or Trevon Diggs situation. Just do it. I don't have a lot of thoughts. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't. But if he's a playmaker, and you caught on to that, get him before somebody else does. And I will make a mental note. Talk to the guys, bring it up, do a little more research on him. Maybe I'll have a stronger take later. But I like that. I like 5 straight picks. I don't know who doesn't. All right. Jared Avis says, and guys and gals, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for asking the questions. It is always awesome just to hang out with y'all, even whenever I'm not at my best, I don't have everything exactly how I want it. I'm here for you. And I'm glad that you guys are likewise here to give back and receive and like win. Ultimately, like I said, the IDP army is not just me. It's us. And your guys' wins and my wins, I mean, they all matter. Jared Abbott says, so I got Hollywood Brown hurt. Tough. I got Dubs, Wilson, Renfro, Wandale Robinson to replace. I think Wandale going to be quite involved. What do you think? Again, I would be lying if I told you I had a strong take here. I do like Robinson. Billy likes Robinson a lot. So Billy is generally somebody whose opinion I trust when it comes to young players because he's paid a lot closer attention to them before they caught my eye. So I think you're onto something there. And they don't really have any other options. I mean, who are they going to throw to? Kenny Galladay? No. I mean, I don't even know anybody else on that team. Darius Slayton, is he still there? I mean, is Terrell Pryor running around out there? John Ross? I don't know. So I think Robinson's in a good spot to be that guy, whatever that means. And again, the team is winning. So that's, even though it's not like what we love or want to see in football, like big, high scoring, blah, blah, blah. I mean, they're winning. So that's good. You know what I mean? Just in a general sense. At least they're well coached. That's dope. Not sure how you did that with Trubisky, but 6-0 is dope. It's been tough. I mean, winning, it's fantasy football, y'all. I mean, it's a dirty game, it's a dirty business. It ain't pretty, 6-0 ain't pretty. Okay. Like I said, PJ Walker, Curtis Samuel this week. I've been starting fucking Mitch Trubisky. It ain't pretty, but we get it done. All right. We're really in this shit. We're in the fucking trenches. And thank you. Appreciate it. Like I said, bask in that glory because it's yours too, my guy. Appreciate all your help and time, bro. Yeah, like I said, I love this. I love it. Feel alive. I also have Jacoby. Dump him. You don't need that. I know how you feel about him. Good. I didn't tell you to put him on team. Yeah, rookie DB from UTSA. Dude's a freak athlete. 6'4", 215, 4'3". Man, 6'4". That's big. That's tall. I mean, that's wild. Infinite possibilities. I drafted Wandale Robinson in every dynasty league in the last round. I'm flexing him everywhere. What should I ask for when he has a breakout game? Nothing. Keep him. Rub it in people's faces. Say, I knew you didn't. You're dumb. Now I get the win. And it didn't cost me anything. Then, after you do that for a while and you win, then you trade him. Come on. You think Jacob Phillips still in the Cleveland linebacker to own? We like the word manage, Ryan. But in this exact moment, yes. But that's literally until the Deion Jones light goes on. And that could be while I'm here. I don't know. It could have literally happened while we're here. So, yes, but hold lightly and move quickly when it's time to move. Yo, y'all see that interview with Parsons? Hurts had him shook and effed up this week. Dude, Jalen Hurts is a weird dude. Like, he just I didn't meet him or anything. I saw him. I was around him at the Senior Bowl a couple years ago. And even there, he's got a very strange energy. Like it's a powerful energy, and that's obvious kind of in his play style and like he leads people and people are attracted to him. And even there, he was like really kind of a weird guy, but like you could just like he's a magnetized. People were just kind of like always trying to be around him. And now he wasn't even going to be like a first round pick or anything. He's a strange guy. And I'm not saying that as like a bad thing at all. I'm a strange guy. I mean, if you guys have been here for a while, you know I'm freaking weird. You know what I'm saying? But it's different, and it does not surprise me that he is in a motherfucker's head like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because is there something about him? I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but there is something about Jalen Hurts. You're right. Like he's a different cat. He's cut from a different cloth. I don't think I've ever seen him smile. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I also heard some crazy ass things about him down at the Senior Bowl from some of these guys that were at OU and all these old scouts and stuff. But what happens in the Senior Bowl stays at the Senior Bowl. Hopefully, we're going to be down there this year. Hopefully, my ass. We're going to be at the Senior Bowl this year, guys and gals. It's happening. They can't be serious with Heineke. Is it Sam Howell time? No. Heineke's good. I like Heineke. What are you talking about? Come on, Sam Howell. Give me a break. Give me a break. Ryan Green. They got Deion Jones, and I think his role is getting smaller. Yeah, and that seems like it's what it's going to be. Nikki B coming back this week. I don't know. It sucks. I mean, that Nick Bosa's hurt. I hate it. It just drives me nuts. Guys like Nick Bosa or, TJ Watt, it's like if they could just hit their stride and just go, man, they would be so. I mean, they are game-changing players, like on another level. It just bums me out that we've missed TJ Watt almost the whole season now. And now the other best pass rusher in the league is, he's struggling. He's hurt. He has a groin injury. It's not good. It's not good. Do I think he comes back this week? I don't want to speculate, to be honest. You're probably like, bro, that's all you do. Even a possibility says it has to be at least 23 likes on here, fellas. There's not 23 likes. I'm so sad. No, I'll be all right. He's hooking us up. We're having fun while getting that good information. Smash that like. Yeah, appreciate it, my guy. I really do. I mean, I try to advocate for myself, but also, it's good to have brothers in arms out there advocating for you. Way better than PFF on the low. Don't say it out loud. Well, I mean, fuck, say it out loud. I want to charge you $300 a year. Well, I guess if you did my Patreon at the very highest level for a full year, you still wouldn't even be there. And I'll talk to you, and I won't make fun of you on Twitter. And I won't, if my takes are bad and they get proven bad over and over, eventually I do see that they're bad takes. That's the funny thing about the PFF guys is their takes are never bad. They're never bad or wrong. They were just contextualized and you didn't understand it because you're an idiot. Oh, really? Oh, thank you for making me feel like a dumbass. Here's more of my money. Nah, I'm done with that business model. Get me out of that. All right, y'all. Peace and love and happiness. It has been 38 minutes. That's about 20 more minutes. I honestly thought I'd be able to crank out here. Go get some dubs this week. Waiver wire, W, whatever you want to call it. I'll be back later with the ranking show. Help each other out. Reach out. I'm here for you. Be around for each other. IDP Army, let's go win these leagues, okay? The war of attrition. It's now, okay? Don't get bored with football. You'll miss it when it's gone. Keep fighting the good fight. Tell everybody about the IDP Army. And, yeah, I don't really know what else to say except for, go kick some fucking ass. Tell them who sent you. There's a throwback for you to the old days. And I really do appreciate y'all. And I will be back here within the next 48 hours. Offensive Points Boys will have their show up on the podcast soon. Going to try to do some underdog stuff this week as well. IDPArmy.com. You know what it is.